Good morning, everybody. I'm going to teach you how to make an Elvis Presley sandwich. It's real simple. First you heat the pan up, which I've already been doing. Then you just take a whole stick of butter. This is exactly how I was told how to make it, so we'll just go step by step. Alright, so get the butter going, because we got to get the bread soaked with butter. Next step is to take a slice of bread and put bananas on it, like that. So it's thick, because Elvis liked bananas. Okay, so on this side, I'm going to take one slice of bread and put peanut butter on it. So we're going to put them together here in the end. So we'll get you a nice big slab of peanut butter. Get it going. Get this going. I'll tell you a little story. Elvis would come home from a tour, and this is what he'd want right away. It would be something that he just had to have. Like he craved it almost. So it wasn't just something that he liked. It was like an addiction to him. So I'm going to put a lot of peanut butter on there. Get a nice thick layer, because I'm sure this is how the lady made it, who worked for Elvis. His whole time, he said to her, he says, "Ma'am, you want a job here? You can have a job here cooking as long as you want. As long as you want a job, you can live here." So she didn't live there because Elvis bought her a house, and she would come back to work. She had the morning shift. So what happens was she would make this sandwich like that, putting it together. So this is how it looks, sort of, before it goes into the grease, into the butter. So let me get a spatula. Okay, this is ready. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit to 350. To 350, I'm just guessing. So here we go. We'll dip this in there and let it get cooking. 30 years ago, I went to Elvis's house, Graceland. I was in the area. I was working, and we stopped in and we said, "Hey, let's go see Graceland." So you get to Graceland, you go through the gate, and you just like walking up to Elvis's house. You know, you just walk up to his house, and there's Elvis's house. But we had to pay $10 to get in. I don't know how much it costs now. But that was 1993, so it's been a while since I've been to Elvis's place. And then we flip this over. Ooh, it's already melting. You hold it a little bit. Now see that? It's all greasy, butter. It's cooking. It's a little too much butter, but hell, that's the way Elvis wanted it. This is how she showed me how to make it on Joan Rivers, or who was it? Might have been David Letterman. But she made the same sandwich in front of the crowd that was at the show. So when you get to Graceland, you go inside. They don't let you go upstairs because it's like off limits. So you have to go around and go over to like the jungle room. But as you're going through, there's all these costumes of Elvis, show costumes, white, black leather, just full with sequins and gems and stones. And they were all beautiful, but they're all in cases, like mannequins with the costumes on the mannequins all through the house, or through the hallways, or wherever you went. There was all these clothes that Elvis wore, all his costumes. And then when you go down into the jungle room, everything's leopard skin or just African decor, which was the whole place. It was African decor. That's why he called it the jungle room. And that's where he spent a lot of his time. And then when you go outside the house, you there's a racquetball court in the back. What a lot of people don't know is that Elvis loved to play racquetball. So when he would come back from a tour, he'd smack the racket. Because you go inside the racquetball court, there's albums all over, gold, silver albums all over the walls, like 50 of them. This like huge racquetball court filled with gold albums all over the walls. Okay, it's getting burnt there. You see that? That's getting that little crispy there. I'm cooking a little bit too long, but that's all right because I like my stuff a little bit toasty like that. I can always scrape off the toast. But it's cooking on this other side, and we're going to let it simmer down. So as you're going through Graceland, and I saw Elvis's aunt in the backyard. She was like 50 yards by the back of the house, and she waved to me, and I waved to her like this. I was like, wow, Elvis's aunt just waved to me. I was like in awe. It was like the most popular thing that ever happened to me in my life was somebody like famous waved at me. But she was the only one there, and I was like, with a gang of guys I was with. So then we go around. There's Elvis's grave, by the swimming pool with all the flowers and stuff. And then that's a very sad situation because you're looking at all these old flowers. It looks like a mortuary or something. It still looks like the day he died. And then we went to the plane, and it was the Lisa Marie plane, and it was just like this plane with about 40 seats in it. We went inside the plane, and everything was like green chartreuse color seats with gold, 24 karat gold trim all the way around the seats. And then after we left the plane, I wasn't really impressed with the plane. I'm kind of glad that he didn't like to fly either, because I don't like to fly and he don't like to fly. And also we went to Elvis's car museum, and there was motorcycles in there, the pink Cadillacs, the black Cadillac. It's been 30 years since I've been to Graceland. But once you get out of there, you're right there on Elvis Presley Boulevard, and all that stuff is like within a few miles from Graceland. So you buy your ticket, and each little like the plane is a separate fee. I think it was the motorcycles and the cars were all together. I think it was like maybe $6 to see all of it. Okay, so here's the peanut butter leaking out the side there, and everything's about greased. So what I'm supposed to do now is take it off, soaked in grease, hot, cooked, burnt. We'll unplug it. And so there is your Elvis Presley sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and open it up just if I can. It's really hot, but that's how it looks like on the inside. I guess I made it right. Okay? All right, stay tuned for more famous recipes by Country Monster. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.